Hello, this is the Circle 240, and in today's video, we're exploring the complex tapestry of love and betrayal. We'll delve into the story of John and Sarah, a couple whose lives were shattered by a secret, and witness their journey towards reconciliation and healing. Their tale is a poignant reminder that love, though fragile, can withstand the storms of life, emerging stronger and more resilient than ever before. It's a testament to the enduring power of forgiveness and the unwavering human spirit's capacity to heal. So, join us as we embark on this emotional journey, navigating the depths of love, betrayal, and the enduring power of hope. The weight of betrayal bore down on John as he sat in his dimly lit study, the room mirroring the somber mood that had settled over his life. His once vibrant wife, Sarah, had become a distant shadow of her former self, her laughter replaced by a lingering sadness that echoed through the once cheerful halls of their home. Photo of a man sitting in a dimly lit study, his face etched with worry. John had always prided himself on his ability to read Sarah's moods, to decipher the subtle cues that revealed her innermost thoughts. But now, a veil of secrecy had descended between them, a chasm of unspoken words that threatened to tear their marriage apart. The seeds of discord had been sown long ago, germinating in the fertile soil of financial hardship. When their once comfortable lifestyle had crumbled under the weight of unforeseen expenses, Sarah had made a decision that would forever change the course of their relationship. In the privacy of her heart, Sarah had taken on a secret job as a hostess at a local bar, seeking to supplement their income without burdening John with the weight of her worries. She had rationalized her actions, believing that a temporary sacrifice would ensure their stability and protect their marriage from the harsh realities of their circumstances. But Sarah's secret had become a heavy burden, a festering wound that gnawed at her conscience. The weight of her deception grew heavier with each passing day, casting a shadow over her interactions with John, dimming the light in her eyes. John, ever perceptive, had sensed the subtle changes in his wife. He noticed the lingering scent of unfamiliar perfume on her clothing, the occasional hushed phone conversations that were abruptly ended upon his approach. A growing sense of unease crept into his heart, a nagging suspicion that something was amiss. John's heart pounded in his chest as he broached the subject, his voice laced with a mixture of concern and apprehension. Sarah, her eyes downcast, took a deep breath, her voice trembling as she confessed to her secret employment. A wave of shock washed over John as Sarah's words pierced the silence that had enveloped their relationship. He had always trusted Sarah implicitly, believing in her unwavering devotion and loyalty. To discover that she had kept such a significant secret from him was a crushing blow to his faith in their bond. Sarah, consumed by guilt and remorse, poured out her heart, explaining her reasons for keeping her job hidden. She had feared John's disapproval, worried that he would see her work at the bar as a sign of weakness or inadequacy. She had also been concerned about the perceived impropriety of working in a place known for its late-night atmosphere and boisterous clientele. John listened intently, his mind reeling from the revelations. He grappled with a whirlwind of emotions: anger at Sarah's deception, sadness for the erosion of trust, and a deep sense of disappointment that his wife had felt compelled to hide such a significant part of her life from him. As Sarah continued to plead her case, John's anger gradually gave way to a grudging understanding. He recognized that her motivations had been driven by a desire to protect him and their marriage from the harsh realities of their financial situation. However, John also acknowledged the damage that her deception had caused. The weight of her secret had burdened their relationship, casting a shadow over their interactions and eroding the foundation of trust that had been the bedrock of their marriage. The silence that followed Sarah's confession hung heavy in the air. A palpable tension filled the room. John, his heart heavy with the weight of his own emotions, struggled to find the words to express his feelings. Sarah, Her eyes welling up with tears, sat in silence, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and hope. She had bared her soul, hoping that John, in his love and understanding, would forgive her transgression and allow their relationship to heal. In the quiet stillness of their living room, the weight of their unspoken words pressed upon them. The future of their marriage hung in the balance, teetering between the precipice of irreparable damage and the possibility of reconciliation. As the weight of Sarah's revelation settled in, John's mind raced, replaying the events leading up to her confession. He recalled the subtle changes in her behavior, the lingering scent of unfamiliar perfume, the hushed phone conversations. Now, with the truth laid bare, he couldn't help but feel a deep sense of betrayal. John had always prided himself on his ability to read Sarah, to decipher the unspoken language of her emotions. But now, he felt utterly blindsided by her deception. The image he held of her, the woman he loved and trusted with his whole heart, was shattered into a million pieces. "How could you do this to me?" John's voice trembled with anger and hurt. "How could you keep this from me?" Sarah, her eyes brimming with tears, wept silently, unable to find the words to express her remorse. She had never intended to hurt John, but her fear of his disapproval and her desire to protect their marriage had driven her to make a decision that had ultimately destroyed the trust they had built over the years. "I'm so sorry, John," she finally managed to say, her voice barely above a whisper. "I never meant to betray you. I just wanted to help, to make sure our family was okay." John's anger began to subside as he saw the depth of Sarah's regret. He could understand her motivations, her desire to provide for their family and spare him from the burdens of their financial struggles. But he couldn't ignore the pain her deception had caused, the damage it had done to their relationship. "I don't know if I can forgive you for this, Sarah," he said, his voice filled with a mixture of sadness and resignation. "The trust I had in you, the foundation of our marriage, is gone." Sarah's heart sank at his words. She knew that trust was the lifeblood of a relationship, and without it, their marriage was teetering on the brink of collapse. She desperately hoped that John would find it in his heart to forgive her, to give their love another chance. The silence between them stretched on, heavy with unspoken thoughts and feelings. John was torn between his desire to reconcile with his wife and the deep hurt that her betrayal had caused. Sarah's heart ached with the weight of his disappointment, but she held on to a flicker of hope, a belief that love could overcome even the most profound betrayal. The future of their marriage hung in the balance, uncertain and unpredictable. Only time would tell if the cracks in their bond could be repaired, if the shattered pieces of their love could be reassembled into something resembling its former strength. The revelation of Sarah's secret had shattered the illusion of their perfect union, exposing the underlying tensions that had been simmering beneath the surface. John's once unwavering trust in Sarah had crumbled, replaced by a gnawing suspicion that he could no longer fully grasp the depths of her character. The once spontaneous laughter and affectionate gestures that had filled their home were replaced by an oppressive silence, punctuated only by the occasional terse exchange. John withdrew into himself, his heart shrouded in a fog of hurt and disillusionment, while Sarah's efforts to bridge the widening chasm were met with a cold wall of detachment. The once loving gazes that had exchanged unspoken promises of eternal devotion were now replaced by furtive glances, laced with doubt and uncertainty. The warmth that had once permeated their interactions was replaced by a chill, as if an icy wind had swept through their shared world. Their once vibrant home, once filled with the echoes of laughter and love, now echoed with the silence of unspoken words and unhealed wounds. The once cherished memories of their shared journey seemed distant and hazy, overshadowed by the betrayal that had torn their bond asunder. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, The cracks in their relationship continued to widen, threatening to break apart the very foundation of their marriage. The once solid structure of their love was now a fragile edifice, teetering precariously on the brink of collapse. Sarah watched in despair as the love they had once shared seemed to fade into a distant memory. She longed for the days when their hearts had beat in unison, when their souls were intertwined in a tapestry of love and trust. But now, those days seemed like a cruel mirage, a distant dream that could never be reawakened. John, too, felt the weight of loss crushing his spirit. He had built a life with Sarah, a life filled with dreams and aspirations, only to have it shattered by her betrayal. He questioned his judgment, his ability to discern the truth from illusion. The world around him seemed to lose its color, its vibrancy replaced by a dull grayness, reflecting the emptiness that had taken hold of his heart. The future of their marriage hung in the balance, suspended in the delicate thread of hope that clung to the memory of their love. Would the cracks in their bond be mended, or would their marriage succumb to the weight of betrayal and unhealed wounds? Only time would tell whether their love could find a way to endure, or whether it would fade into the distant echoes of a love lost. In the depths of their despair, a flicker of light pierced through the darkness, a beacon of hope that promised the possibility of reconciliation. John, despite the deep wounds inflicted by Sarah's betrayal, found himself drawn to the sincerity of her remorse and her unwavering commitment to rebuilding their broken relationship. He recognized that their love, though tarnished by deception, still held the power to mend and flourish. He recalled the countless moments of shared joy, the unwavering support they had extended to each other through life's challenges. He knew that the foundation of their love was strong, capable of weathering the storms of betrayal. Sarah, her heart filled with a mixture of gratitude and determination, vowed to earn back John's trust, to rebuild the trust that had been the cornerstone of their relationship. She resolved to be open and honest with him, to share her thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment or reprisal. She understood that forgiveness was a journey, not a destination, and that it would require a concerted effort on her part to heal the wounds she had caused. She was willing to put in the hard work, to face her own shortcomings, and to prove to John that their love was worth fighting for. John, witnessing Sarah's unwavering commitment to reconciliation, began to soften his stance. He recognized her efforts to rebuild their trust and the sincerity of her desire to repair the damage she had caused. He felt a flicker of hope reignite within his heart, a belief that their love could weather the storm and emerge stronger than ever. Their journey towards reconciliation was arduous and filled with challenges. They had to confront their past mistakes, address their underlying insecurities, and learn to communicate openly and honestly. It was a process of rebuilding trust, piece by piece, brick by brick. As they persevered through the challenges, they began to rediscover the love they had once shared. The cracks in their bond started to mend, and the warmth of their affection began to seep back into their interactions. Laughter returned to their home, and their eyes once again sparkled with love and understanding. John and Sarah's journey towards reconciliation was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a reminder that even in the face of betrayal, love can find a way to heal and endure. They emerged from the darkness, stronger and wiser, their bond forged in the crucible of their shared experience. The path towards reconciliation was neither straightforward nor easy. John and Sarah had to navigate a treacherous landscape of emotional turmoil, each step forward demanding courage, patience, and a willingness to confront the painful truths that had torn them apart. They embarked on a journey of self-reflection, delving into the depths of their own motivations and actions. They sought to understand the circumstances that had led to Sarah's secret employment and the factors that had contributed to John's initial suspicion and mistrust. With each step forward, they chipped away at the walls of resentment and distrust that had erected themselves between them. They learned to communicate with honesty and transparency, sharing their fears, insecurities, and desires without fear of judgment or reprisal. They discovered that forgiveness was not a one-time event, but an ongoing process, a commitment to understanding and accepting each other's imperfections. They learned to let go of the anger and resentment that had consumed them, replacing it with compassion and understanding. As they moved forward, they renegotiated the terms of their relationship, establishing new boundaries and expectations that reflected the lessons they had learned. They prioritized open communication, shared responsibilities, and a mutual commitment to building a stronger, healthier bond. The journey was not without setbacks. There were moments of doubt, frustration, and anger, times when the weight of their past mistakes threatened to overwhelm them. But through it all, they held on to the belief that their love was worth fighting for, that the bond they shared could withstand the storms they faced. Gradually, their relationship began to heal. The cracks in their bond started to mend, and the warmth of their affection grew stronger with each passing day. Laughter once again filled their home, and their eyes sparkled with love and understanding. The path to reconciliation had been arduous, but it had also been a transformative journey. John and Sarah emerged from the darkness, not as the same people they once were, but as a couple stronger, wiser, and more deeply connected than ever before. Their love, once shattered, had emerged from the ashes, reborn and stronger than before. The ordeal they had endured had forged an unbreakable bond between John and Sarah. They had faced the darkness of betrayal and emerged stronger, their love transformed by the fire of their shared experience. The cracks that had once threatened to tear them apart had healed, replaced by a foundation of trust and understanding that was far stronger than before. They had learned to communicate openly and honestly, to cherish the precious gift of their shared life, and to forgive the mistakes that had tested their love. John's trust in Sarah had been restored, not as an act of blind faith, but as a conscious choice based on her unwavering commitment to honesty and integrity. Sarah's remorse had been genuine, her desire to rebuild their relationship unwavering. Their home, once echoing with the silence of estrangement, now resonated with the warmth of their rekindled love. Laughter once again filled their days, and their eyes sparkled with the joy of a bond that had survived the storm. John and Sarah's journey through betrayal and forgiveness had been a testament to the enduring power of love. They had emerged from the darkness, not as victims of circumstance, but as victors in the battle for their love. Their story served as an inspiration to all who had encountered the harsh realities of betrayal. It demonstrated that love, though tested and fragile, could rise from the ashes, stronger and more resilient than before. Their journey was a beacon of hope, illuminating the path towards reconciliation and healing. It reminded all who dared to love that even in the face of adversity, love could endure, transforming pain into strength and betrayal into the foundation of a bond that would forever be etched in the tapestry of their lives. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the depths of love, betrayal, and the enduring power of hope. We hope you'll stay tuned for more moving stories from the Circle 240. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comment section below. Your feedback is invaluable to us.